The name snow moon comes primarily from indigenous North American and early European settler traditions. And it's this blunt for a reason. Historically, February was the snowiest, harshest month of the year. By February, food stores were often low, the hunting was difficult, the travel was dangerous, and illness and starvation were common. This was not the romantic part of winter. This was the endurance phase. Some traditions also called it the hunger moon, the bone moon, and the hard moon. These names matter. They tell you what people were actually living through. And so why did this snow moon matter so much to ancient civilizations and people of our past, as well as the indigenous? Well, it marked the psychological breaking point of winter. By February, people weren't just cold, they were tested. Does this sound familiar? There was no promise yet of spring. There was no visible thaw. There was only faith, restraint, and good judgment. This moon was a checkpoint. Have we conserved enough? Have we made good choices? Can we last a little longer? This was how our ancient civilizations and our indigenous practiced discernment. They weren't optimistic about what they couldn't see. They were practical, realistic, and felt the knowledge of the earth and the cosmos to answer many of their questions. The moon in those times was used for orientation, not manifestation. It communicated exactly where we were, at what point of time in the year. Ancient people did not set intentions during the snow moon. They listened. The snow moon was a time to observe what was failing, notice what was holding, correct course quickly, and waste nothing, especially energy. Intuition here was not mystical. It was practical wisdom, sharpened by consequence. And if you misread the signs in February, you didn't just learn a lesson, you paid for it. And so as we continue on, before we begin our meditation, I invite you to think about those very things. What are you observing at this moment that is failing? Notice what you are holding. Think about how you can course correct quickly and determine where you can conserve your energy. Before we head into our own silence, let it be reminded that silence with ancient civilizations was a survival skill, as it is among animals today. Winter cultures understood something that modern life seems to have forgotten. Noise burns resources. During the deep winter, movement slowed, speech was measured, decisions were made carefully, and elders were listened to more than talkers. The snow moon trained people to trust subtle cues, such as the weather shifts, animal behavior, body signals, and the emotional undercurrents in the group. This is where intuition became refined. It wasn't loud or dramatic, but it became very accurate. So why then is this snow moon inherently linked to intuition? The snow moon historically corrected perception. Intuition during this time meant knowing when not to act, knowing when to wait, knowing when to conserve, and knowing when something is quietly wrong. This is intuition as an inner winter wisdom. And I just want to add that the wisdom of this moon, the snow moon, was never about becoming more. It was about listening well enough to endure, to make it to the new year in March, to the thaw, to the spring renewal. And as we begin our introduction to this snow moon meditation, I want you to find a quiet place and close your eyes and think about this giant, luminescent snow moon as it reflects its light bouncing off the snow around us, seemingly shining diamonds in the crystal flakes. I want to remind you that you are here, safe, warm, and protected. This is the snow moon. In older times, this was the hardest point of winter. Not the beginning, not the end. The place where endurance was tested. Our ancestors didn't use this moon to dream bigger, but instead they used it to listen more closely. If you're feeling quiet, tired, or at a breaking point, there is nothing wrong with you. This snow moon intuition meditation is not about pushing through. It's about hearing what only becomes clear when everything else goes silent. Let's begin the snow moon meditation when intuition speaks softly. Settle yourself in a way that requires no effort. You do not need to have perfect posture. You only need to be here in this moment, relaxed, allowing all of your muscles in your face and your body to soften. And with your eyes still closed, I want you to take one slow breath in through the nose and let it leave the body without forcing. Take in another breath and move longer on the exhale. You are not here preparing for anything. You are here listening. Imagine yourself standing in a winter landscape. Snow is on the ground. The air feels cold but still. Nothing is moving quickly here. Nothing is being asked of you. The world has narrowed to what matters in this time, space, and reality where you are. Above you, the snow moon hangs pale and quiet, partially veiled, but brilliant, softened, yet demanding your attention. The moon is not here to illuminate anything. It only wishes to reveal what must be seen. And as you find yourself standing under the vast luminescence of this moonlight sky, I want to remind you that you are not cold. You are not shivering. You are warmed by the eternal light inside you. In times like these of the snow moon, our ancestors conserved energy. They spoke less. They watched more. They understood that survival did not come from force, but from an accurate perception. Let your body remember this as you continue to sink in to your bed or the chair. Notice the weight of your bones as the steadiness beneath you holds you. The simple fact of being held by the earth. There isn't any urgency here, only your presence and awareness. If you feel as though your life is at a breaking point right now, this full moon is not asking you to solve this now. This moon isn't asking for solutions. The full moon never does. It asks for honesty. Allow yourself to notice without judgment what feels drained inside of you, what feels thin, what feels solid, what feels quiet but true. Take notice of where your body feels more fatigued, which part of you has been giving more energy than you should, conserving less than you need to. Which part is calling for accurate perception, for the listening to your intuition? Because intuition does not shout in winter. It whispers. It speaks through the subtle recognition and soft knowing. It is a gentle no to the things we cannot bring ourselves to do. Is it a steady wait? Perhaps this is best done tomorrow, when my body feels more aligned with what is being asked of me. I ask you to bring your attention to the center of your body, not the mind, not the heart, lower, where your instinct lives. Ask nothing of yourself, but just listen. And if nothing comes to you, that is also wisdom. Silence is not the absence of a knowing, it is the gathering of the information. And if there's anything the snow moon teaches us, it is this. My beloveds, you do not need to become more right now. You need to become more still. A woman's path will not reveal itself all at once. It never did. We cannot blaze the trail in one day. It takes time and effort. Our journeys reveal themselves in the slow way that winter comes and goes. A quiet thaw, a soft snowfall. Slowly, quietly, without announcement. I invite you to take another breath in. Feel the expansion in your body and the endurance in you. I want you to think about the part of you that has already survived the longest nights, and the parts of you that have been extremely patient and know how to wait. That is how intuition works. It is reliable. And as we stay here in this space for a moment, in this liminal space of a winter landscape, snow on the ground with the air cold but still, I remind you to still the voice inside of you and tune your ears to the listening of your center, your intuition. What is it telling you? Is it telling you to rest more? Is it telling you change is coming, but to wait? Is it thanking you for all those long, dark nights of silent conversations? When you are ready, I want you to begin to return to the room. Feel the surface beneath you, the cool air on your skin, the light of the snow moon bathing you in its glory. The smell of snow under your nose. It is quiet here, and I invite you to carry this quiet knowing with you, because when you attune to its voice, it will speak again, and you will be ready to hear what it says. Namaste. As we finish the meditation, there are a few things I invite you to think about. One is this endurance phase of this beautiful snow moon. What have you been enduring to a psychological breaking point that now the snow moon invites you to stop, reflect, and cease, extending your energy beyond any breaking point. The key to knowing your intuition is understanding how it works uniquely within you, and this snow moon is here to illuminate the way your intuition works with your center alone. It is here to show you that your intuition, when followed, will guide you to your highest, happiest, and most authentic state of being. We do not need to fear our intuition. or repress it. Instead, the snow moon asks you to embrace it. Embrace your intuitive capacities in order to connect you with something higher. The voice of guidance within you. Amen.